Hello, everyone. A big welcome to a reactor special, the K8SUG Singapore 19th meetup. So, this meetup is in person at the Microsoft office happening in less than 30 minutes away. But if you're watching this from the comforts of your home and office today, you are in for a good deal. So, apart from our today's meetup session, which will be featuring live, we are super honored and thrilled to be given a chance to speak with our K8SUG community leaders, Ritesh and Fazil. So you get a chance to ask all your burning questions with them on the chat before the meetup starts. This is all exclusive for you watching this live. So, right, without further ado, let me invite our friends up, Fazil and Ritesh, up onto the screen.
Hi,
Hello, both of you. It's great
hi,
to
Hi,
have.
hi
Susan.
Suzanne. Hi
It's great
team.
to have. Yep, it's great to have both of you today. Thank you for granting us at the reactor an opportunity to speak with you. So, Fazil and Ratesh are both community leaders of K8SUG. I'm sure some of you all have seen them before. They're familiar faces. So, with a great wealth of experience and passion for the community. So, I'll get Fazil, you to introduce yourself first.
Hi, my name is Fazil Fahmi. So I am one of the community organizer for Kubernetes User Group Singapore. So I work as a DevOps senior engineer for one of the well-known bank in Singapore.
Right. And Ratesh, what about you?
Yeah, hi. Hi all. Thank you, Susan, for giving us an opportunity to be on this call and share our experiences with our peers. My name is Ritesh. I am currently working with SPH as senior staff engineer for platform engineering cloud, and I'm also one of the community organizer for K8SUG Singapore. And yeah, that's it from my side.
Okay, so you are all talking about very formal stuff. Let's have some fun. I'm gonna ask like three easy questions. So I'll start with Fazil first. What is the most used application on your mobile phone?
Obviously, it's WhatsApp.
Oh, is it obvious? It may not be obvious. Some people like Instagram. Okay. Um,
Okay.
okay, that's nice. Ritesh, yourself?
LinkedIn,
Oh wow. Okay, that's very formal. Okay, then next question. Maybe I'll start with Ritesh then. What's your favorite superhero?
Captain America.
Oh, okay. And Fadil?
Iron Man.
Iron Man. Okay, that I'm aligned. I like Iron Man. Okay, so
Oh,
next a
is it?
super. Yeah. Okay, Fadil, a superhero you would love to have.
Superhero love to have.
Superpower. Superpower. Sorry.
Superpower. Okay.
Yes.
If I can time travel, so I can go back to my childhood and start the life again.
Okay. Wow. That's deep. Okay, we'll leave this conversation to another day. Um, Ritesh, what about yourself?
About me, I would like to have a superpower to eat anything and don't get fat.
I
So you
think
are
that
doing it right now, also, Ritesh, right?
Yeah, but I'm eventually gaining weight, so I want a superpower wherein I don't think about the calories and all. I can just eat, enjoy, and I don't get fat. So if I have that superpower, would be really great.
I think that's a superpower that all of us want to have. Come on, like with the food around, right? Yeah. Okay, so there you go, virtual audience. The exclusive interview is now over. All right, I'm just joking, guys. Okay, cheer up. Yep. Okay, so now let's talk about serious stuff. Okay, so I think both of you being community leaders of K8SUG, maybe I'll ask the first question I'll ask would be what is K8SUG for people who are new to this meetup, and what exactly is your mission? So yeah, I'll leave you all to decide who wants to take on this question. The first one, since both of you are community leaders.
Yeah, Fuzzy, go ahead.
Yeah, K8SUG mean Kubernetes User Group Singapore. So we have started this user group in Singapore by Mr. Yong Kang He. So that's the name. I mean, Yong has decided for this main user group.
Okay, and who is
Yeah,
this Young? Sorry, pardon my ignorance.
He is the founder of this user group. So
Okay,
currently
so
so
he is
yeah,
resides in Australia. So he is heading the Kubernetes user group in Australia. So we have expanded to Australia and Canada as well.
right. Okay, so Ritesh, would you like to share what's the mission?
uh, Yeah, so basically to add to Fazir, what Fazir said, yeah, it was started by Yong Kang, but he had to move to Australia because of some issues, personal issues.
Mm,
So later, me and Fazir, we were too much involved as a volunteer. So he thought that we are good fit for continuing this community in Singapore. And then he handed over this to us, and we started taking up the responsibility of K8SUG. The mission statement for K8SUG Singapore is to bring the open source cloud native computing foundation thought process and deliveries and the products in front of all the members and people who want to learn more about it and to
mm.
get into this Kubernetes space. So our whole mission is to promote open source and cloud native computing foundation related products, as
Okay,
well
that
as
sounds
how their implication on cloud.
right. That sounds like a wow, big mission, right? So, okay, my next question is to Fazil, maybe. Like, so Fazil, what made you decide to like put up your hand and say, okay, I'm gonna do this? Like, did you wake up one day and decided, okay, today I shall be a community leader? So yeah, so how did you decide to get started?
Yeah, so we actually, myself, like I'm very passionate about Kubernetes. That's one thing. And from when I started my career, so I used to volunteer for these kind of events, organizing events, meetups like that. So this is one big opportunity I got when I started my career in Singapore. So and I can engage with different people, with the tech leads, everyone in the industry. So basically we are meeting different people from the industry, mainly from Singapore. Singapore is a hub for this tech giants, right? So likewise we now engage with Microsoft, so we talk to different people. So that's one main advantage, and that motivates me to continue to support and build the community.
Right. So what I'm hearing is that basically you first love the technology a lot, and then also because it gives you opportunity to meet the people, like to network as well, to share your passion. I think that's yeah, that's quite a big thing, right? Okay, so maybe my next question to Ritesh is like, what does it mean to be a community leader?
Ah, to be a community leader, it means like everybody thinks that being a community leader is a cool because you organize events, you are in a limelight, everybody knows you, but it's not
Mm,
actually true. There is a lot of thing that goes in the back end, like scheduling the meetup, coordinating with the sponsors, talking with our different stakeholder, making sure the event goes well, getting coordination with the with the speakers, making sure on the day we have enough volunteers. If not, then we have to do it. So it's like
mm.
being a community leader is it feels good, but yeah, it comes with a lot of responsibilities. So for me, yeah, that's what it is, being a community leader.
Right. Also, it feels like it's like holding a second job, right? Technically, because you're also like organizing events, you're making sure that the community is well taken care of, right?
Yes, yes, it's like a second job, but yeah, we cannot do second job in Singapore.
Yeah, we
There
won't
is a
tell.
lot of commitment we have to do for this.
Yeah,
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 I'm
a
sure.
lot of commitment goes into it. Means like we have seen like for both of us, either one of us has to be available every month for the meetup, and we have to make
Mm,
sure we back up each other, and the planning and the kind of thing that goes into it, it's really sometimes it's exhausting, but yeah,
right.
it all depends on how much we love it to do it for the community,
Yep. Yep.
and that's what drives our passion towards it.
Mm, that's very inspiring. How long have you been doing this?
For me, I have been doing this for last 1.5 year. But for last 1 year, I have started actively getting into it. I've dreamt of
Mm,
this since my career, early life career, when I used to see people doing the technical talk and they used to go in the community, do the community sessions. I was very much pumped up at that time to do it, but did not get an opportunity. But yeah, eventually here in Singapore, I got this opportunity and I grabbed it, and I think I'm doing very good in it.
that's nice. And Fazil yourself, how long have you been doing this?
Yeah, so I also started this, organizing meetups and all from the beginning when I started my career. So, and this Kubernetes user group I joined like almost a year back. So actively, I think started managing this user group like around maybe 8 months. So I think we have achieved a lot from this. Main
Mm,
thing is this is the most active Kubernetes user group in Singapore, and we have around 3,000 members, and we manage to do meetups every month. Some months we do at least two meetups because of the demands and because a lot of demands coming into us from different counterparts or maybe different project
mm.
people coming and asking to engage with us. So that's how it is.
It's a lot. It's quite intense. Yeah, I can understand. But okay, maybe Ritesh, you can tell me like, I mean, since we're talking about like how committed, like how much work there is, let's talk about. I mean, before we scare others, right? Like everybody don't want to be a community leader after this watching this thing. So like maybe let's talk about the plus positive side, right? How has being a community leader helped you in your growth and your career?
Yeah, I can say for me, especially the being a community leader has helped me in various way. One is it has removed my fear of interacting with different people of different organization. That is one thing. It removes the fear. Second, I wanted to do community speaking, and also this is where I also got an opportunity being an organizer to go ahead and speak in the public. And also in my organization now, when we do such kind of thing, people do respect you. They come to you, they talk to you, they want to know more about you. They would like to know how you manage such kind of thing. Means like you have a regular job, you are doing this
Mm,
event, and every time, sometimes people they come up and say, guys, how you guys manage it? Means like every month you have one meetup, sometimes you have two meetup. You guys don't work, or how do you manage it? So that is something that
mm.
gives us more motivation that yeah, we are doing something impactful over here.
Nice. Okay, and I'm gonna ask Fazil, like, because from what I hear from Ritesh, right, it sounds like almost like, oh, it helped you become a better social butterfly. I mean, for you to like meet people, be an extrovert. So, I mean, for Fazil, let me ask you, like, what do you think are the key characteristics or traits or skills that you need to have to be a community leader?
First thing I can say is commitment. So because we do a full time job, so this is like something, as you said, it's a second job. So we have to have commitment, and we have to always be connected with people. And other thing is like we should know how to speak to people, like I mean public speaking, or
Mm,
maybe speaking to sometimes we need sponsors, or we how we engage with sponsors, or how we find speakers to present in our meetups, and the managing time. There are so many things. So I think I'm like gaining these skills, like I mean improving these skills throughout these managing these meetups. So those things actually needed. And if someone think, okay, I don't have much time, because everyone is having the same I mean time, right? So I'm
mm.
it's 24 hours, right? Everyone says, so we should be
Yep.
able to manage the time. That's the one key thing, and the commitment are what I can say.
Sure. I agree. Like I think a lot of time people say like, oh, I don't have time, but it all boils down to priorities and how much you want it, right? So I think that's very well
Yes.
said.
True.
Okay, now shifting the gears a little, I think we have been talking about like community leaders. I think to help our audience here today who are viewing it from home, let's talk about like the trends and like what's happening in the space of DevOps. Maybe Ritesh, I'll ask you, everything is about AI these days, right? We probably use the word AI, ChatGPT, more than any word we say in a day, right? We hear it so much. So how does AI actually impact DevOps?
So, yeah, the very first thing I would like to inform everyone that AI is not going to steal anyone's job, okay? Rather, it is going to make their job easy. And how?
Yep.
Let me tell you. Now, since I'm from an infrastructure background, I'm currently working on coding like creating Terraform codes and then deploying the Terraform infrastructure, using GitHub, pushing it to the cloud and all those things. Sometimes I have difficulties in understanding how does this work? What does this code do? So what I do, I go to my friend ChatGPT. I paste and I tell ChatGPT that you are my instructor. and I will paste that I need help to understand this particular code. ChatGPT will tell me what this code does, and it also suggests me what improvement need to be done into it. And accordingly, I take that code, I put it there, I make the changes, and I update it. And it has helped me a lot. So to everyone, don't be afraid of AI. It's going to make your job easy, but it's not going to take over your job.
Mm. Yeah, well said. Um, and okay, maybe to Fazil, right? Do you know some of the known tools that will help like a DevOps person?
Some of known tools. Yeah, so it depends on the, I mean, tech stack will be depend on the requirement of the project. So I can't say, okay, a DevOps engineer should know these tools. It doesn't like that. So for example, let's say the Kubernetes have different flavors, right? So we talk about the vanilla Kubernetes and different cloud vendors providing offering the Kubernetes as service, like for example Azure Kubernetes. So likewise, like I mean, DevOps engineer should know the concept. It doesn't matter whether which tool is using, which
Mm,
technology or which
mm,
language or anything like that. So I what I can say is like he should know the concept all over, like when it's come to the CI/CD, containerization, cloud. If you know the concept, so he don't need to rely on any tool. So he can, he can smart in a smart way. He can switch into the different tools depend on the requirement or maybe any other factors based on how the tools being selected.
right, sure. Well said. Okay, so maybe last question. Fazil can help me with this. What can our viewers expect to hear from our session later?
Yeah, today we have like three exciting topics. One main topic will be Azure Kubernetes Service. I think very first time we are going to discuss about Azure Kubernetes Service. That will be conducted by Mr. Habib. I think that will be a really important topic for today. Another uh, exciting topic is the auto scaling application auto scaling based on KEDA, a tool called KEDA. So Mr. Nilesh, one of the MVP, so he will be doing that topics. And last topic, uh, Ritesh, he will do a hands-on with AKS and Terraform. So I hope this will be very, all these topics will be very exciting, and there's something to learn by our community.
Right, great stuff, Ritesh and Fazil. I think this has been very helpful, like for us to learn about the community, the whole DevOps space, and and it gives a very good introduction to what we can expect later. So with that, we conclude our exclusive interview. For the audience watching this, you can drop your questions, and we'll try to answer them later. In the meantime, let's head over to the Meetup Live at Microsoft Singapore.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank
Thank you
you.
all. Thank you for
Thank
tuning
you
in.
so much.
See you
Have a good day.
later.
See you. See you in the
See
live.
you.
See you.
Yeah.